Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Kaz and I'm a channeler and a healer. In today's video we are going to talk to Mother Gaia, or Gaia, Mother Earth, you might know her as, and she has some messages for you. So I have 3 groups to choose from today: Crystal 1, Crystal 2 and Crystal 3. The greeny blue crystals wanted to come out for this excursion today. And I guess that relates to the Earth as she is. So you can go ahead and make your selection. The timestamps are in the description, so you can go straight to your reading, or you can visit the video chapters as you're watching. I'll see you at your reading. Crystal 1, welcome to your reading. I'm just going to pick up your crystals so I can channel through it. Oh gosh, I instantly felt sick as soon as I picked this up. So, Gaia wants to tell you that, okay, there's some toxic stuff going on. So I'm hearing the term as within, so without. So it might be that you've had some digestive issues. I'm feeling like heartburn, stomach upsets, bloating, all sorts of things like that. And what she's saying is what you were feeling, she is feeling. What she is feeling, you are feeling. So we are all connected. We are all connected to everything and everyone. And if you're very sensitive, you often pick up on that, because you'll pick up on other people's things and also what the Earth's going through too. So there's things that Gaia is struggling to digest. So there is a lot of pollution on the planet. There's a lot of use of plastics. There's a lot of things like that going on. Some of our food sources are contaminated because of certain farming practices on the Earth. So you're having trouble digesting that. So because you are so connected to Mother Earth, you are the Earth Angels in this group, okay? You are very strongly connected, and I'm hearing I am the Earth. So you might like to look at having clean, simple food that you put into your body, letting go of anything that's highly processed, letting go of things that are wrapped in plastic as food sources, letting go of anything that is going to upset your sensitive system. So they're saying things like choose glass when you're choosing things to consume, rather than storing things in plastic or wrapping things in plastic. Gaia is also saying if you grow your own food, you have more control over what you're putting inside your body. Organic is better for you. Grass-fed is better for you. You are so sensitive, and your system is so sensitive, that it's best to put whole foods in that are unrefined and as close to nature as possible. Now, it's really hard to grow all of your own food, so they're saying use produce, and if it's meat that you eat, that are ethically produced and have consideration for the planetary's needs as well. Now, when we're reflecting this back out to Mother Gaia, what we're feeling is the toxic load on her as well. So there's a huge toxic load on the planet, and it's up to us as individuals to minimise that by making choices that minimise that. So we're not going to be able to change the whole planet and how they think and feel about this, because it is a very personal thing about how people think and feel about this. But what we can do is be good role models. So stop using plastic wrap. Stop using plastic disposable containers. And it doesn't mean you have to throw everything out that you've got now because it's already been produced and it's already in your house. Use it until it's unusable again, then purchase something that's a better product. I'm being drawn now to like the fast fashion culture, and also things where you get a speedy delivery on things, where everything's available to you at a click of a button, and how damaging that is to the planet. I'm seeing people going back to hand making their own clothes and choosing fabrics that are sustainable and breathable on the body, and going back to more homesteading, home crafting type activities, and there will be a big movement of that in the next 10 years. We're already seeing it, but it's going to get bigger because people's minds, people will be drawn to that more as energy shifts. So there's more consciousness towards, first of all, what we're doing to our own bodies, but also on the larger scale, what we're doing to Gaia and Mother Earth. So there is going to be a shift. I feel for you, Group 1, you're that first wave, probably the second wave by this point, because we are already seeing people do that. So you're this huge second wave that's coming through. And, you know, even if you just change one thing this year that makes a difference to how you feel about what you put into your body, and how Mother Earth feels about all of the pollution and all of the toxic load that she's having to bear, feel good about that. You can't change everything all at once, and you can't change other people. So she's just saying, be the role model, be the person that other people want to be, and just shine as an example. You don't have to shove it down people's throats. It's just like, I'm really happy doing this for myself. Okay, Group 1, that was a really lovely message. I hope you enjoyed that. Please give me a thumbs up or comment, and I will see you in my next video. Group 2, what message does Gaia have for you? Let's have a look here. Oh gosh, I'm hearing windfall. Very interesting. Alright, I'm being drawn to consumerism again. Okay, so I feel like in your life there is going to be some sort of windfall. And what Gaia says is, be very selective about what you draw into your life with this windfall. It's not about running out of money, it's about more overconsumption and just making better choices. So making choices that are going to sustain you and sustain Earth as a planet. We are all custodians. We don't actually ever own anything because we only own them for our lifetime. So I'm being drawn to rubbish dump and how much rubbish is there. And Gaia just wants to say, just make really good choices. If you want something, that's fine. But choose things that are going to last you up to 5 years, whether it's clothing, whether it's footwear, whether it's items in your house, because I'm being drawn back to something I saw about donation centres not that long ago, that donation centres are full. So even if you're thinking you're doing a good thing but by donating instead of throwing things away, donation centres are overwhelmed and they can't, a lot of them can't accept any more things. So let's bring that back to basics. Let's pare down what's going on here. So even if you've got a choice of goods, choose something that's high quality and is going to last you a long time. So she's saying we've forgotten how to hold on to just a few things and make them very special because we're always buying. And things become disposable. And with that disposing comes a mountain of goods. So if you imagined how many things that you have purchased and owned in your lifetime that you have thrown out, times that by the number of people on the planet. So this is about being more mindful with your windfall and putting it perhaps to things that maybe aren't in the physical form or the material form. Maybe you would like to gift everyone you know a trip to the movies or something that is going to bring value to other people's lives instead of just gathering things. Now, of course, Gaia is aware that the way we've structured our lives makes us comfortable, and she doesn't want any of us to be uncomfortable. But she's saying the way things are going with the planet, we are all going to be uncomfortable eventually, because we are changing the structure and the primary dynamic of how the earth functions with how we accumulate things in our life. And the processing and the milling and all of the industry things that we do, the mining that we do as a society, that impacts not only future generations but our own selves at this point in time. Gaia sends you love and hopes you're happy enough within your own skin that you don't feel the need to gather items to make you happy. Gather items for function, not happiness. Gather living things for happiness is what she's saying. So plants, pets, things like that that are going to give you a greater sense of being than items. Okay, group 2, that's all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed those messages from Gaia. Please give me a thumbs up and I will see you in my next video. Group 3, welcome to your reading. I'm just going to pick up your crystal. Okay, I feel like I have to take some deep breaths here, so I'd like you to do that too, because there's a lot of pent-up energy here. Okay, I feel for you as a group, you are really connected to the Earth's grid lines or ley lines, and you're sensing that pressure is building. So Gaia is saying here, you are really sensitive to that. And what I'm feeling as pressure building within you is reflected in the Earth's crust, is what I'm hearing. So it might be things like volcanoes are going to erupt, or there might be earthquakes. I mean, at any one given time, somewhere on the earth this is happening. But you are particularly sensitive to that. And what you might feel within yourself is pressure building that is going to burst out of you. Because if we're thinking about an earthquake or a volcano, that's what happens. And then the aftermath of that. So maybe you're doing some purging as well, and you do it in sync with the Earth's ebbs and flows. Earthquakes and volcanoes are naturally occurring. However, there are some practices that are going on in the Earth that are triggering some of this activity. So, for instance, this could be blast mining or something like that. Like it's making things a little bit more unstable. So just be aware of that. You don't have to do anything about it, but just be aware of that, because maybe throughout life you have felt this pressure building and then it releases. But what you might now be feeling, if it's happening more frequently, is pressure building, releasing, and then building again. So it feels like you don't have a rest from it. So how can we deal with this, Gaia? How can we deal with this group feeling the pressure rising and then releasing but not having a break? Because you are very connected to the grid lines and the ley lines, Gaia wants you to find a spot that resonates you, to sit on the ground and put your hands on the ground and send love into the earth. So that helps increase the frequency and helps settle down some of this tectonic plate shifting. Some of it does have to happen because that's the way it's mapped out. But what you will be doing with this intention is settling that energy down for those that are triggered by man rather than natural occurrences. This is a really good gift that you have, and you may not have recognised it as this so far, but it's certainly something that you are really, really good at and really helping to calm the earth down again. So throughout life, you might have been drawn to certain places in the world, maybe somewhere you've never been before. It might be a sudden impulse where I've got to go there, and you don't know why, and you have a perfectly fine time there. And then you come home and think, well, what was that about? And it's because your energy is needed at that certain place. Because you have a calming influence on the Earth's crust. So Gaia wants you just to make it a regular practice of intentional love to the Earth. And find places that resonate with you, because some of them might be a little bit discordant. If you think, I'm going to go up to that hill there and I'm going to go in front of that tree, and when you get there it doesn't feel right, it's because you're not on the ley line or on the grid line, or you're just not in the right place for your energy to be received at that point. So do a little bit of exploring. It doesn't have to be far out of your way to where you live. You can go to the same spot all the time if you want to, but it's just going to really help calm things down. Wow, Group 3, what a special gift you have. Good luck in your use of that gift, and Gaia really appreciates that you've come here to receive this message today. Thank you for watching. Please give me a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video.